life it is for. When I was in medical school, whether it was for studying or YouTube stuff or life admin. Number 2, using timers and alarms can be really helpful for some people in helping them stay on track and transitioning to new tasks. Personally, this isn't my favourite because I like to get into a hyper-focused state, and if an alarm goes off in the middle of my hyper-focus, that might break it. However, I do always do this if I have to be somewhere and I can't be late. So I'll do a timer 5 minutes before I have to leave, 10 minutes before I have to leave, 15 minutes before I have to leave, and probably also half an hour before I have to leave to make sure that I do not lose track of time. It could also be useful if you have the classic dilemma of having an appointment at 2 p.m. and being so scared to do anything before that time because you're worried you'll get distracted and miss the appointment. Because if you've got some timers and alarms going, it might give you that security to allow you to get into a productive state before having something to do later on in the day. Number 3, time blocking. This is literally just scheduling in slots of time for different activities to provide structure. Now, the key with this is you need to know how long each task will take, which is where digital aids like Toggle Tracker can come in. And when you have a rough idea of how long a task takes, you can then pop it in an X-Tiles page so you have a clear place to look to see how long each of your most commonly performed tasks take. Number 4, the Pomodoro method. Personally, I never loved this because I felt like it interrupted hyperfocus. However, so many people find it really useful, so I thought it was worth a mention. But it's basically working in focused 25-minute blocks and then having a short break in between. 5, having visual schedules and calendars. I use a life domain method that I detailed in my How I Make Time for Everything strategies for time management video that I will link down below. 6, making sure that you're using prioritization methods to ensure that you're staying focused and not reorganising your wardrobe when you have an essay due the next day. A framework that's really helpful for this is the Eisenhower matrix that I will put on the screen now. Basically, you group tasks into 4 different quadrants. So urgent and important, this is what you need to get done straight away. Not urgent but important. Not urgent and not important, and urgent but not important. 7, it's really important to build in buffer time into your day. This is allowing extra time to account for transitions and unexpected delays. It can also allow for any extra time you spent hyper-focusing because you felt in the zone and you didn't want to stop. So when you're planning your day, you could either add on 10 to 20 minutes at the end of each slot free, or leave 1 or 2 hours at the end of the day to catch up on anything. Number 8, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you need to get yourself into a consistent daily routine. Not only is this going to reduce decision fatigue, but it's also going to improve time perception, because if you do the same tasks every single day, you're going to have a much better idea of how long each takes. Section 4, environment engineering, designing your productivity paradise. Your brain is a dopamine and distraction craving machine. You sit by a window and suddenly you're daydreaming about a business idea or having a conversation with someone. You see a message pop up on your phone and you go to check it, and before